And I'm Ralph. We're Ralph.
Rafa Rispo of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out, question.
All right. Quick stats.
Yes. Throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who's beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook. Rafael Rispo, Ralph Pizarro. Twitter at RafaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys, too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. Were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
Madonna do Carmen, aiutici tu.
And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to the post-game rant. I am Ralph Pizarro, joined by my co-host, the vicar of Vesuvius, Rafa Rispo.
What's up, Rafi boy?
It's so good to be back.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, right? Oh, man, I really missed it, man. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get this rant on the road, man. We got a few people out there. We got a few live guys out there. We got a few live guys join us on the late night show tonight.
Come through.
Gaetano Solano in the house. Late night sexiness. Buonasera. Welcome, sir.
Gaetano, what's up, my friend?
Love the denim drip. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I love it too.
Told you it's underrated, the denim drip.
It really is. When I received this, I was like, damn, this thing's really nice, bro. You got the Copa patch, and
I think maybe the fact that the denim style shorts was a little overkill. So it was like a full denim, like
yes.
Maybe you go blue shorts, maybe you go like white shorts. I don't know.
Some tanned. I like the tanned and I wear this combo a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Well, Napoli defeat Legia today. Our first Europa League win, guys.
Yes.
3-0 at the Stadio Armando Maradona. What a game, right? I mean, Mertens back in the squad full time. Well, he got his first start, I should say, right?
Yeah.
We saw Juan Jesus today, right? He got his first start today.
Covered pretty well, I think, right?
I think for his first job, I know his first touch, he made a little mistake along there on the touchline. He gave up the ball, but he was all right the rest of the game. No real complaints. I thought Deme as well.
Deme was big.
I shouldn't say first start, but his first start back since the injury, right?
I don't know if it's his first start. It might be. It actually might be his first start. Because he wasn't available for the beginning of the season.
Right.
And I don't believe he started before. I mean, I could be wrong. I think this was his first start.
Well,
someone in the chat could help us out with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't remember him starting since
before
his
today. Yeah.
He definitely got burned. I believe he came on as a sub, but I think this was his first one back starting since his injury. But either way, Rafa, let's go to the match. Let's go to the match stats. Sure, everybody at home, Rafa, you want to start with the lineup, Rafa? Give it to him.
I do. Luciano Spalletti chooses Meret to play in net today, giving Ospina a bit of a rest. Juan Jesus, as we just mentioned, starts on the left because of Mario Rui's red card in the last Europa League match. Koulibaly and Manolas in the center back positions today, and of course Di Lorenzo on the right. He goes with a three-man midfield, and Anguissa does get the start along with Demme and Elmas today. So no Zielinski and no Fabian in this one. So a little bit of a rotation there, guys. And then Insigne on the left, Lozano on the right, which we pretty much forecasted.
Yeah.
And then Dries Mertens with his first start in the false nine 4-3-3 today. Very, very pretty much expected from Spalletti. Good mix of, regular starters and rotation players getting ready for that big match against Roma.
Yeah.
But obviously it worked. Substitutions today. Fabian Ruiz and Victor Osimhen come in the 57th minute for Lozano and Anguissa, respectively. And then Politano in the 72nd minute with Petagna in for Manolas and Mertens. You saw Manolas, might have picked up a knock again.
Snag,
We'll
another
see.
one, man.
We'll see what happens, but he had to come off. But this caused Luciano Spalletti to go to a 3-5-2 for about 10 minutes. And boy, did it pay off. Insigne with a goal from Politano from the right-hand side. The half volley, boom, buries it. Euro goal, golazzo.
Beautiful.
Right past from who I thought was the second coming of Buffon. Of course, these young 19-year-old goalkeepers decide they want to play the matches of their life against us. I think his name was Mr. Well, he was Mr. Saves before we were able to penetrate, but Insigne gets the goal. Then Insigne almost gets an assist with Osimhen and the ball over the head of Osimhen. Osimhen was just a touch offside, but he puts the ball in the back of the net with a Paolo Neto that had the keeper fooled. But then on an incredible play by, again, Politano to Insigne to Osimhen, just an amazing goal by Osimhen. So he makes up for the offside call 2-0. And then Insigne comes off for Amir Rahmani, putting the team back together in about a 4-3-3 or maybe a 4-4-2, whatever, because Petagna was still on. So Rahmani goes in to the center back position. But then in stoppages, Matteo Politano does it again. 3-0 goal from outside the box. He likes to cut in from the right, takes his shot. Boom. 3-0, guys. That was the lineup for today.
What a lineup it was. Speaking of that goalie from Warsaw, Rafa, kind of a big story here on the shots. Now, look at this. And I feel like this is the most total shots that I've recorded ever since we started the rant, Raf.
That's
28
incredible.
Total shots for Napoli. I'm pretty sure this is the most. The only time I remember something, a number that large, was when we were against Spezia that last season.
The match, the 2-1 that we lost.
Right. 9 shots for Warsaw. Funny enough, we had, I believe we had 9 shots coming out of the first half, Napoli. Warsaw having it for the whole game. 7 missed shots from us, 5 from them. We had 10 shots on target. Hey, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You see 8 to 10 shots on target for Napoli, they're winning the game.
Goals are coming.
Here we go again. 0 for Warsaw. Obviously, Moret not having a lot of work. You saw he got that kind of a low rating for it, but you know what? It's all right. 0 shots for him to worry about. But here's the other thing now. Warsaw doing a great job. 11 blocked shots. They blocked 11 of Napoli shots, man. And shots that would have been on net, I feel like, as well. Low shots, some tough shots. And, 11 blocked, 4 for Warsaw. But, absolute bombardment here, Rafa. Absolute bombardment. I'll finish it up here on the rest of it. You want to take these, Rafa? I can finish.
No, go ahead, my friend. Go ahead, finish it up.
I'm just going to rip through so we can talk about the rest of the game here. So we saw, again, another dominating possessive performance by Napoli, 70 to 30%. I believe it was like 67 to 33 by the first half. 24 chances created come from Napoli, 7 from Warsaw. Pretty clean game. We saw 2 yellow cards for Napoli, 1 for Warsaw. Corner kicks, 18 corner kicks.
That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record.
Another large number. I've probably, between this one and the shots attempted, Rafa, probably the 2 biggest numbers.
Rafi, 9 in the first 30 minutes. 9 in the first 30 minutes.
We ended the half with 11. We ended the first half with 11 corner kicks. All right, 2 for Warsaw, 89% possession. Man, I wanted to put the passes created because it was like, I'm estimating about 800 versus 300 passes. But from Napoli, between Napoli and Warsaw. But that's it right there, guys. That was your stats of the game. Man, this is the time that I feel like we miss Romani a little bit. 18 corner kicks, okay? If Romani, I'm not mad that Romani didn't start. I'm glad he had, but had Romani been on the field today with 18 corner kicks, I'm not sure how we didn't put one of those in because we've been doing pretty good on our set pieces lately, Rafa. I'm just not sure how one of those 18 corner kicks went in.
I don't know, man. It's a mystery. I mean, we've gotten better at the set piece, since Spalletti has taken over, but to not have put one in is a little frustrating. But you know what, man? We can't complain too much because we got the dub, got it done. Big props to the club tonight. I mean, they did exactly what they had to do, and maybe we should mention this now before we continue. Roma didn't do so hot, did they?
No, Roma didn't. What was in the Conference League? I forgot that they were in the Conference League.
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
be honest. I'm sorry to all
that's
the
okay. The Conference League plays at the same time, and they took a 6-1 drubbing to Bodo Glimt. Yeah. And, one can argue that they played most of their bench, probably if not the entire bench. It doesn't matter. Your bench should be able to beat Bodo effing Glint. Yeah. So, Mourinho not happy with that, and Napoli go to Olimpico to play Roma next, and Roma looking for some sort of saving face this weekend, I'm sure. But Napoli steamrolling ahead, my man. Napoli steamrolling ahead. We did a good job. We did a good job with the rotation. I was happy, very happy with it.
I agree. It was good to somebody was saying here. I'm just kind of looking in the chat. Well, Christopher Estrada wanted to know how am I there? Yeah, show him the trophy, Rafa. Let him know. We're gonna get the full size version.
I gotta get it. This thing is staying on my mic until we are either eliminated or we win.
Else, huh? All right.
Yeah. No.
Hopefully one day those things start lining up and we get a bunch of those, right?
Yeah, right.
Christopher Estrada couldn't see the game now as I now work. Good for you, sir. Congratulations. But luckily I recorded it, so I will watch it later. Was surprised, but how did my lovely Belgium Mertens do? With the exception of not scoring, maybe I think Mertens looked like the Mertens of old, which I was pleasantly surprised.
Presently surprised?
Surprised.
Were you presently surprised?
I am surprised. Pleasantly surprised. No, but he looked like the Mertens of old almost, He's still got to get his form back to find goal. He had a few shots on net today, but I think overall I was happy to see him. He looked enthusiastic. He looked pacey and quick. He looked creative. He added a lot of creativity for this Napoli side. We may not have scored until a little bit later on, but the chances were there. The opportunities were there. Between 11 block shots, a couple good saves. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish. But once that fatigue started setting in for Warsaw, that was it. And the floodgates opened. They had no chance. But Mertens, looking forward to. I'm super happy to kind of have him back on there. We see even when Osimhen scored, he went right up to Mertens right after that goal and gave him a big hug. So even if it's off the field, Mertens still makes an impact. He still makes an impact in that dressing room, in practice, encouraging people, giving people confidence, making them enjoy the game. So, again, just like the Mertens of old, super happy to see that. Rafa.
I am too. I think, someone said it, and I fully agree, and I don't remember who it was, but someone said I need Osimhen. I need Mertens to be playing in every Europa League game, and I think it might have been Joe Fischetti who said that in a private chat, Ralph.
Yeah.
He and it makes a lot of sense because Mertens needs to get those minutes up, and sure. I think today he did a great job. He put in good passes. He really fought for balls. I can remember particularly the one that he just missed, the one where Insigne did that pass in. It was in the second half. It was still 0-0. The pass in where Di Lorenzo had it was typical. It was typical Insigne, Callejon, Mertens play.
Okay.
Remember where you get the Insigne cross to the far side where Callejon is there to either pass it with his
Right,
foot
right,
to
right.
Mertens or head it right down. And Di Lorenzo did, but it was just a little too hard for Mertens, and he just missed it. He could have had his goal today too. But I was very impressed by him. I thought him playing most of the game too, really. Like I was anticipating him coming out right away for Politano. And I thought maybe, he was going to sit for, probably like 60th minute, get substituted out. But no, he stayed in for what? Like 77, was it 72 minutes? 70,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because they scored right after he came out. But I mean, just a good performance by Mertens. I'm happy to see him get good match, a good match in, a good workout in. It looks like he's healthy. It looks like he's in sync with the team. He's running. He's doing good.
I mean, he was definitely, he was facilitating Lozano all day long. I mean, he certainly was able to feed Lozano for most of especially for the first half.
Right.
And it, it helped Lozano get some shots on net. Again, we didn't bury it, but still.
Right. Lozano put in a good match too. Yeah. Yeah. And, and after all the controversy with Lozano on the weekend and, all the BS that we had to deal with, and a lot of our Mexican contingency, a lot of our Mexican fans very upset still with the fact that Spalletti took out Lozano. I really do think that he put in a good shift. I think the whole team did. I'd take the easy way out and say, oh, the whole team played great. Not, despite the fact that we did not score while those guys were on, they put in a good shift and they got some good minutes and they got some good play in, and they should all be happy with their performance today. This should carry into the weekend really well.
Right,
yeah.
right. Us coming off the high of our first win, Roma coming off the low of one of their worst defeats ever. We'll see what happens. But who is it here? Somebody's saying that Roma will be coming for us, so ready for war. I agree.
Sure.
100%. I agree. This was big, and I'm glad we rested. Somebody else asked, where is he? Sean Sullivan. Surprised to see Frank start. Short answer is no today, only because of the knock to Zielinski. The knock to Zielinski not being. I don't. He wasn't able to play today.
Yeah.
And
he was.
Lobotka, Lobotka's all right, but I think Luciano Spalletti, he had to win today. He needed to win. So he had to go with something that was surefire, because we just don't know how Lobotka would have reacted in this game. So I'm not surprised to see Frank start, only because of the injury from Zielinski, and especially since we went with a 4-3-3.
Well, here's the thing. I had the way I thought we'd approach the game would be Fabian Deme and Mertens actually in the number 10, not Elmas or and I was wrong, and it was Anguissa instead starting. But I am happy to see that he was substituted off. I mean, not that he didn't play great, because he did. I think he played fine, but these guys need rest. They do. They need a little bit of rest every now and then. And for Anguissa to come off for I believe Fabian came in for Anguissa, and have that defensive Deme and Anguissa, double pivot. Usually you try to have one player be a little bit more offensive, and Deme actually did take a really nice shot in the second half. Just missed the bar. Remember that?
He had a couple, right? He had a couple.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he had a few opportunities, but again, that's Anguissa allowing the other midfielder to move up forward a little bit, and Deme could be a threat. And this is something new again. I'm telling you, man. Anguissa is probably the transfer move in the entire league.
Right.
Like the transfer move of the entire league. The coup. Honestly, I mean, he gives us so many opportunities that we didn't have before, that we were looking for in Bakayoko and never came, obviously.
We've kind of fell short. Right. Juan Jesus sees the pitch today as well, where, we had a suspended Mario Rui. He got that red card in the last game. Again, not that bad. I mean, all right, it's against Warsaw. I mean, say what you want, fine.
No, hey, listen, Warsaw might
job.
not be doing great in Poland, but they're taking this competition quite seriously.
Yeah.
If they're gonna pull off a win against Spartak in injury time in the first match, and then beat Leicester City 2-0 in the last match. I mean,
right.
Going into Naples, with Napoli not having won a match in the Europa League yet, they could have won this game, or even a draw would have had them in a great position.
Right.
And you know, they
the
defend
group, right? With
you
7
could
points.
they lead the group now with 6.
6. I'm sorry.
It's
6 points,
now 6 points, and Napoli with the 3-0 victory takes second place instead of third.
Because of the
tied
pro
on
diff.
points with Leicester City. Because we hadn't played Leicester City twice yet, it goes to goal difference. So we
Right.
have the goal difference.
Right.
Leicester City is at a 0 goal differential
Right.
with 6-4 and 6 against. And we have
Napoli
now
are-
a
plus
plus
2.
2. Yes.
Plus 2 for Napoli.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Man, a couple good questions in the chat today, Rafa.
Throw it up.
Yeah, no, I because I'm gonna put this one up. Christopher Estrada again. Do we really need Ozzy to win this game? All right, here we go. Serious question: can we win a game without Ozzy? My short answer is yes. My short answer is yes.
We've proven that we can. We've proven this season that we can. I'll tell you what, as I might play a little bit of devil's advocate here, and I don't want to be too. I don't want to sound like I'm giving Antonio from IFTV the satisfaction of saying that he's right, because he's not right. He's not right at all. But
away to that tape.
Antonio, dude, listen, I love IFTV. I love the guys on it. I know what Antonio is there to do. And he's a big Milan fan, and that's great. But my friend, you are way off base. Way off base when you say that Napoli are dependent on only 3 players. I'm sorry. Napoli have been more of a team than Milan has for years and years, okay? And I'm not saying that Milan is not a complete team. I think they have a good team, and I think they play like a team. Obviously, they're 2 points behind us in the standings. You can't sit there and say, oh, Milan are a fluke or whatever, because they did it last season as well. But I'm sorry, dude. That's not the way to go. That's not it. Napoli have... Look what happened today. I mean, you had Mertens, Lozano, who are starting. You had Deme come in, almost score a goal. You know, you had Elmas, who could play in multiple positions. You have Juan Jesus, who took over for Mario Rui because of the red card, and he did fine. Right? You have a backup. Ramani is now effectively our starting center back, and Manolas is the backup. You have two goalkeepers that start on any team. Come on. You can't sit there and tell me that we're not a complete team, and that we're not a team, for that matter. We have the best depth that we've ever had under an Aurelio De Laurentiis era team. Okay, so you can miss me with that. Milan is a more complete team. I get it. I get that you have to stroke Milan's ego on IFTV because that's your baby, Milan. Yeah. But you could try to be a little bit more objective. I know you don't like Spalletti, and I know you don't rate him, or whatever the case may be, but, you know, open your eyes a little bit more. I can recognize that Milan are a fantastic team. Yeah, man. I can recognize that Milan are a great team. You need to open your eyes to Napoli and not say and you did not have them winning 4th or 5th. You had them finishing 7th.
7th.
You had them 7th, and
right.
so did Mr. Messina, Signor Messina. Right. He had them in 7th, and it's way off base. Give us a little more respect, man. Give us a little more respect.
Yeah, come on.
Anyway, that's my rant.
That's the rant. But no, I don't think we're relying on Ozzy. If anything, we're more relying on Insigne on this team than we are with Osimhen. Now, Osimhen, I think, makes things a little bit easier. He's a great striker.
I mean,
but I think goals can come from anywhere. You know, we saw it today.
It can.
Politano.
It can. Mertens just missed it. Demme just missed. Right. You know, Lozano hit the post on Sunday. You know what I mean? Right. I mean,
hit the post. Rahmani scoring. Koulibaly scoring.
Koulibaly has 2 goals. Yeah, come on, man. Fabian's got 2 goals. Like I don't want to hear it. And also, not for nothing. Mm-hmm. Now, I said I have a flip side to it, so I'll get it. But I'll say this, and then I'll hit my flip side. Last season, while Osimhen was missing near 50% of the matches, probably like right at 50%,
something like that, yeah,
maybe even more. Napoli were
was
winning
about a third, I would
6-0.
say.
What? Napoli were
About a
winning.
third.
6-0 twice, 4-1 a bunch of times, 5-2 once. We
Yeah.
had the most. We had the most games scoring 4 goals or more, aside from Bayern Munich in the top 5.
Yeah.
I think Atalanta and us were very neck and neck, but we were the team. And Osimhen only had 10 goals, but 7 of them were the last 10 matches of the season. He was missing all season. So no, we're not Osimhen dependent,
No.
but instead Spalletti plays to Osimhen.
Thank you, Rafa.
Right? Am I right,
you.
Ralph?
You
have our guys'
Close.
job now. They're trained now to get the ball to Osimhen.
Applause for you, Rafa. Sorry. No. I'm with you there. It's about playing into Osimhen is our striker. That's our stallion. That's our goal scorer. Spalletti's number one objective for him is to get the ball and score goals. Yes, he's way more dynamic than that. The space he creates, the threat that he is
The
for
runs
defenders.
that he makes.
The runs,
oh my
right.
gosh. The
Opening
run he
up
made
all
to
that
go
space.
start that goal he scored.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
ball was trickling out of bounds, and he ran
Right.
to grab it, and it's just
Right.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Right.
Yes, the dynamic of the team changes when he comes on. The dynamic, if he's not starting, he can provide that spark in these meaningless matches, quote unquote. People like to say they're meaningless, but you know what I'm saying. In matches that we need to rotate, he comes in and provides the spark that we need, and he did it today. And that's why I'm saying like I have the flip side to where it might. From an outsider's perspective, it might look like Osimhen comes in and Napoli wins, scored 3 goals right away like that.
Right.
Osimhen almost gets a second anyway. And the average Serie A fan or the average football fan will see, Antonio say that on Sunday or Monday, and then on Thursday, Osimhen not start, come in, and then we get our 3 goals when he comes in, and be like, oh, well, I guess they are Osimhen dependent, but it's not the case.
It's not. It's just he makes it look so easy for us. But let me tell you, the minute, God forbid that if Osimhen didn't have to play a stretch of games, I'm pretty confident that Spalletti and the boys will have to rearrange some things, and you'll start seeing other goal scorers immediately. Last year, we had almost 20 goals from Insigne. Lozano was on fire. Lozano really took charge when Osimhen wasn't there, and he scored goals. Insigne did it. Who else was big for us last year? Zelensky a few times.
Well, Politano as well. Yeah,
Politano.
Zelensky had 9 goals. Politano,
Right.
Lozano and Politano combined for I think it was 18 goals in Serie A alone, or maybe total. But still, they just incredible, and yeah, like I said, like you said, Insigne, Fabian had a few, not too many, but
Not too many.
Zielinski scored 9. Come on. Pitania had a few match winners.
Pasquale asking, didn't we have the most players with double digits scoring last year? I think we had 4.
No, I don't know if that's the case. In all competitions, I'm not sure. The only time I know that we had the most goal scorers with double digits was the 16-17 season when Mertens, Insigne, Callejon, and Hamsik all scored double digits. I think Callejon had 10, and then the rest of them had 12. Insigne might have had 12 or 14, and then Mertens had 28. But we were the top. We had the most players with double digits in the top 5 of Europe in 16-17. I don't think last season was the case, but it was close. It was close.
I wanna Christopher Estrada responded to us. Thank you, Christopher, for your question in the first place. But I guess you are right. I guess since I saw that when he came on that we were scoring goals, right?
But it's a good question to ask because yeah, it does. Like I said, when you're not watching the match and you see, okay, Osimhen came in the 72nd and boom, 75th minute on, we scored 3 goals. Then you could probably wonder or worry if you haven't watched, or if you don't watch, or if you're not watching, and if you're just keeping an eye on Napoli because they're the leaders, you want to see what they're doing. Then because come on, nobody watches every single game. That's insane. if you're not watching Napoli and you see that, you'll be like, oh yeah, they can't win without Osimhen. It's not true. We've already won a few games without Osimhen between last season and this. So
right. We've had other players have game winners, and when you look at today again, yes, Osimhen, he did bury one of those shots, but you have to look at what Insigne did. Insigne, number one, Rafa today was accurate as hell.
Man of the match.
Man of the match. Well, definitely the man of. Speaking of the man of the match, we got to go to the beast of the match today. You know what? Even before I get into this,
want to hit the beast of the match?
Yeah, let's hit the beast of the match because it's all relevant. So everybody in the chat, we'll give you a few seconds before I put it on. I know there's a small delay, but who's your beast of the match today? Another difficult one. Rafa, we haven't had this much difficulty picking up beasts.
It's been
we started.
Tough. It's been very
so
tough.
tough. I rewatched the highlights like 6 times. I wrote notes. I'm like, who is it today? And I think there was one key thing that happened today, Rafa, that made us decide who that beast of the match was going to be. So without further ado, without further delay, let's show the world. Here we go. Here he is, boys and girls. Luciano Spalletti. Once again, I think this is the second time this season.
This is the second time this season Luciano Spalletti has earned Beast of the Match. Il Mister. Mr. Spalletti.
Beast of the match. Capitano. Now, Scoundrel Pill, let's get this straight. Capitano Lorenzo Insigne was the man of the match. 100% got a 9.2 on the foot mob rating. So, yes, Lorenzo Insigne, man of the match. But this guy right here makes his switches, changes his formations, completely changes the looks of the game, wins the game in from the 70th minute on, 3-0. Now, one can point out some individual efforts from players. I really liked Rafa and I almost picked Politano today.
Yes.
First time we would have picked
off the bench. Yes.
Off the beat.
Yes.
Off the bench. Politano killed it today. Lorenzo and Politano absolutely killed it today. Absolutely killed it. But that comes from this guy right here. This is the guy who's making this is the guy, opposite again. This is the guy right here who's this guy, that guy, everybody's a guy. And I do need that tracksuit. I agree. It's beautiful. I saw the white one. I can't wait to have it. Anyway, before we get dripped, but this is the guy that makes those decisions that our plan B it looks as good. It looks just as good, if not better, than our plan A. I mean, to change the formula, he took Manolas out. I'm pretty sure he switched to a 3-5-2. Rafa, you said it.
He did.
Giuseppe De Angelis called me up. He's like, "Yo, I think we just switched our formation."
I think we did, man.
Right, having bringing Ramani back in there, having Juan Jesus and Koulibaly cover the back, and then moving up Di Lorenzo, putting who was it? Insigne in the middle, moving Elmas more to the left. It makes a difference. All those.
The two strikers up there.
The two strikers up for a little bit. It was Victor and Mertens, right?
And no, it was Victor and Petagna.
Oh, I'm thinking. All right, no, wasn't Mertens on the field with Osimhen for a little bit, or was that
for a little bit? And then in the 72nd minute, when he took out Manolas and put in Victor and Fabian, right? Because he took out Anguissa and he took out Manolas. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Am I thinking of the right substitution?
Lozano came in first. Lozano came out first with Anguissa. Manolas came out a little bit later, I believe. Gotta double check that. we just did
covered it. I don't understand. We just covered it.
Late night,
It's okay.
Lots going on.
Yes. No. So Fabian and Osimhen came in the 57th minute. So yes. So Mertens was on the pitch with Osimhen for about 15 minutes or so, right? Petagna and Politano come in the 72nd minute, and that was when he took out Manolas. He took out Manolas and he took out Mertens. So Mertens was subbed out for Petagna, and Manolas was subbed out for Politano. So what he did was he had a Juan Jesus, Di Lorenzo, and Koulibaly 3-man back line, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Politano on the right, all the way in the wing, Elmas moving over to the left, all the way at the wing, right? Insigne coming in a little bit in the middle with Demme and
Right.
Fabian, and then he had Osimhen and Petagna in the striker's position. So what he did was effectively set up Petagna as a target man, free to let Osimhen roam, or vice versa.
Right.
And Politano just took advantage of that on the right and kind of bossed that entire side.
Oh yeah.
Over there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. But here it is, Luciano Spalletti, guys, beast of the match.
I mean, like, it's just unbelievable when a manager can switch tactics up and then it work. Like
It wins games. I mean, literally winning.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah, because Gaetano
On the fly.
mentions right here that he went to a 3-5-2 at the end of the Torino match, right? But it was a defensive posture to protect that lead, right?
Right.
Well, here it was to win the match.
Win the match.
Like, we needed to score,
Right.
and just incredible. And then we get the two goals. We sub Ramani out, like I said. I'm sorry, we put Ramani in for Lorenzo Insigne, effectively moving it to, I believe it was a 4-4-2, because you still had Osimhen and Petagna on the pitch at the same time, unless for a minute Petagna was a little bit more central in the mid. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It worked. The plan worked, and for me, he beasted it, because, to be honest with you, with 15 minutes left of the match, you're going to change the whole way we played. I don't remember, besides the Torino game at the end of it, to defend, making that move this season. And I see Joe Fischetti's in here. Maybe he can remember maybe a time that, I mean, I know we've shifted formation, but to a 3-5-2, like, it makes me think we could play with a 3-5-2 all match now and score 3 goals quick and see you later. Move back to like a 4-man. It's just amazing.
I'm going to read off Joe's comment. He did comment about it. There was also an element, Joe Fischetti adds from the Forza Napoli podcast, guys, be sure to check it out. There was also an element of improvisation here, as I doubt he would have removed Manolas had he not got hurt. When life gives you lemon.
Yeah, but you see, and that's another reason why it's another reason why he's such a beast for me in this match. I mean, two matches this season, he gets the Beast of the Match award. But for me, the reason is because, like Joe said, he was put in a situation where he had to, like, go, oh my goodness, we're going to lose a center back. Let's go throw let's take him out and not replace him with Ramani. Let's try this instead. Right. Screw it. It's got to work, right? It could work.
Oh, it worked.
And it did.
Oh, it did. Absolutely brilliant. Again, like I said, as far as the individual performances today, Politano coming on the field, for some reason I had this intuition, Rafa, and I was like, man, Politano, he's gonna make some noise right now. I don't know why. It was just he walked on the field with some confidence, and lo and behold, he gets an assist and he gets a goal today. That's why he almost made our beast. And to set up Lorenzo Insigne today, and for Insigne to score that goal. I don't know if you saw real quick, right when he goes under to the curve, he lets out a breath. And then Osimhen comes from the back, grabs him, picks him up. And then even when you see him walking back onto the field, it wasn't like he was pumping his fist, like yelling. And no, he was just like calm, just letting out the air, letting out the pressure. You can see that he was so happy to get that goal, to get that what's the word? To get that little thing off his back, the monkey off his back,
the weight off his shoulders, yeah,
right, the weight off his shoulder. I mean, he's been doing. I really think that Insigne has been doing an incredible job, really absorbing so much pressure, and still being able to keep his head together. But this was what, his first goal in open play, right, for the team.
First goal of open play in the team. Yep. Mm-hmm. I
really
believe it's his third goal of the season.
Right, because of the two
or
penalty
second.
kicks.
Second. I think he's converted 3 of 5 penalty kicks.
So
it would be his fourth goal of in all competitions, but his first from open play. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Did you see?
Just unbelievable.
I want to address this too. Did you see Lorenzo's comments about the contract renewal after the game? Yes, he basically shrugged it off. He was like,
"Yeah,
I'm here to play. I got agents to deal with that."
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna be fine.
Stop asking him.
It's gonna be fine.
Stop asking him.
I mean this morning
Just
I'm
let
scrolling,
it go, reporters.
I'm scrolling through Twitter this morning and I see some Get Italian Football News or whatever it was. I don't know, some site. Lorenzo's agents talking to Inter as Napoli talks dissolve, and I'm like, give me a break, man. It is reported by Gazzetta, mind you. It wasn't that site's posting. It was reported by Gazzetta, and Gazzetta will do anything it takes to try to stop us from doing our thing, you know, and it's getting really tiring, very tiring.
Dear Gazzetta,
Shut up, bitch.
like, shut up. Stop asking Lorenzo Insigne about the contract, all right? Just let him work. Why can't you just worry about his play? Ask him how he feels, how's his head feeling? Ask him what's new about the team. Ask him about the chemistry. Ask him about his time under Spalletti. Anything but the contract. Let the contract work itself out. Man.
Ask him about how it feels to get your first open goal since Belgium match.
Yeah. Ask him if his attitude is new after winning a Euro. Come on, man. Shut up already with the contract. It's going to relax. Relax. It's one of the best Napolis in such a long time. Got to sell those papers, Scoundrel Pill says. Damn right. But sell it with some information that we want to hear. I'm more than happy to share. I'm more than happy to give you clicks and share your articles. Shit, I'll even bring it up here and share it with the viewers. But it's trash. Nothing is good.
It's a bunch of trash.
Bunch of trash.
Well,
like right here. We're going.
The idea.
He's not going in
Inter. Yeah, for sure.
Never. You will never be on another Italian team. I can almost guarantee you that. I'd rather see him in Toronto. Be honest, in the MLS if he's gonna leave. At least we get to go see him, right, Rafa?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We do. Yeah.
Yeah. But talk to me, Rafa. You were about to say something. I think I interrupted you.
I don't remember what I was about to say, but it's okay. I feel like, you know, there's so much excitement with this squad this season, you know, and now a win in Warsaw in about 2 weeks' time will have us in first place.
There we go. That's what we want.
No matter the result in Leicester for their match against Spartak. We win, we're in first because we'll climb over Legia Warsaw if we beat them there. So it's great. And look, the matches around that match are not as difficult as Roma, you know. That I believe we play like Salernitana and then Spezia or something like that. Double check, but it gets easy around that time. It's right before the next international break. Let's see.
Oh, thoughts on work. Oh, you didn't answer that.
What's that?
While you look for that, I'm going to address this. Christopher Estrada, I believe that everybody here on the rant, Raf and I, and most people that we are friends with and speak to, this is a hard hell no. We don't want the
Absolutely
World Cup every 2 years.
Absolutely not.
Just like they're I understand where football needs to grow, they need to change, but is it as prestigious? You know what I mean? It's like, would you want the Winter Olympics every 2 years? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, and then it would effectively make the Euros every 2 years also. So every year
Right.
you'll have a Euro World Cup, and
Cup.
and that's just
It's too much.
That's just overkill. It's
Right.
too much. I love it the way it is. I'm a traditionalist. I don't want anything to change. I didn't want the Super League. I don't want the World Cup moving. I don't want any of that. I'm having a tough time coming to terms with a Winter World Cup, to be honest with you. But I understand it, and whatever, it's going to happen. But no,
Yeah.
I don't want a 2-year World Cup. Napoli's fixtures around the next Europa League match is away to Salernitana on Halloween, then away to Legia Warsaw on Thursday, November 4th, and then home to Verona on Sunday, November 7th. And then there is a international break, and the match that we come back to is Sunday, November 21st, Inter in Milan. And that's going to be tough. That's where it's going to get tough, because then it's Inter in Milan on the 21st, and then Wednesday the 24th we have to play Spartak in Russia. And then Sunday the 28th we come back and play Lazio at the Maradona. Lazio, Sassuolo, Atalanta, Leicester, Empoli, Milan. That's where it's going to get a little tough, because Empoli is a tough team. So that's going to be tough. You know, as much as I like to shrug off all of the, we haven't played anyone tough yet.
Bullshit.
It's bullshit, but also it's going to get a little tough. It's going to get a little bit tough.
Yeah. I think our biggest issue is not the teams, Rafa. It's the amount of games and the health. That's what's going to ultimately hurt us the most.
The health is the most important thing.
Right.
If we can stay healthy, we've shown that we can rotate and play and win, and we'll be fine.
Right.
But I mean, Inter, Europa League, Lazio, Sassuolo, Atalanta, Europa League, Leicester, Empoli, Milan, boom. Spezia, Juventus after the break.
Oh, boy. Yawning here. I never yawn at work here. Holy shit, Ralph. But, no, I get it. Why was it playing in the summer, you asked Christopher as well? It's because it's in Qatar, and it's too damn hot in the summer to play, so they have to play it in the winter. That was their solution. So,
that's a good point Matteo Casale brought up. We get lucky. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. We get lucky because we travel to Moscow on Wednesday, and then Lazio are there on Thursday before our Serie A match on Sunday. So they have to travel later than we do back to Italy to play our match on Sunday afternoon. And Sunday evening, 2:45.
There it is. We need a little bit of luck. We deserve some. Shit. But, Ralph, I'm going to put some closing music here. It's getting to that hour.
Let's go.
Let's get a big Forza Napoli going on in the chat. Why not, right?
Let's do it. Forza Napoli. Napoli. Oh, yeah, baby. We did it today. It's a big. Listen, anything other than a win today, I would have been very disappointed. I don't care if it's the Europa League or not. I would have been very, very, very mad. And, it looked like it was getting to that point, Ralph, where I was like, this is incredible. I mean, I'm
confident, man. Our plan Bs, our bench has been working. We've been doing well in the second half, Rafa. I was a little nervous. I was like, nah, we're going to score, man. We are dominating the hell out of these guys, and they have gained my trust and confidence just enough to know that I was confident, and I know it sounds biased, but I was confident that I didn't think we were going to score 3. I'll say that much.
Sure.
But I had a feeling we were going to score and win this game. They had nothing. They had no shots on goal. I didn't think they were going to bring it to us. I didn't want that stupid, one goal that they were going to score and we're going to lose a game like that. But
I agree. I wasn't afraid of them scoring on us, although they did hit the post.
They did hit the post, yes.
They did hit the post once. But aside from that, I wasn't worried about their threat because they didn't have one. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, Zeno. But
On
yeah,
to Roma.
I was okay. I was okay with. I wasn't worried about them. I was more concerned that keeper was going to keep this ball out of the net, which has happened many times. But great result.
Gaetano's been saying this all day.
Oh, Gaetano, slow down.
He's been saying it all day. All day. I love it. I want to ooze with confidence, man.
Is Zaniolo playing? Where's Fischetti? I feel like he knows. Man. Is Gaetano playing or is Zaniolo playing? I
don't know.
Gotta be afraid. I mean, listen, Tammy Abraham reminds me a lot of Victor Osimhen. He plays very hard. He does. He's a good player. They have Pellegrini. They have, but it's okay because a Norwegian named Pellegrino scored against them today for Bodo Glimt. So I'm not that worried. Yeah, they're saving him for us, Joe Fischetti said. You know, Roma saved everybody for us, but you know what? It doesn't really matter.
What's up, Mike? It's all right. Catch us on the replay. We're about to cut out of here, Mike. But, all right.
I am very confident. I'm confident in getting a result against Roma. I'm confident in getting a win. I hope it's 4-0. But we'll see. We'll see. Andiamo così, right, Raf?
Andiamo così. Sunday I'll be back. Yes, sir. I'll be back. We'll be back, right?
Yes, sir. And we might have a special surprise, Ralph, on Sunday.
Can't wait to hear it.
We might have a few surprises.
We'll talk backstage a little.
We'll talk backstage for a little bit, yes. So be sure to keep in touch with us on either Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. No Snapchat yet, no TikTok yet, but we'll see, maybe.
Yeah.
Tell
everybody to subscribe to YouTube. Twitter chat not working. Since they dropped Periscope. It's not our fault. Since they dropped Periscope, our platform that we use they're not collaborating right now. So tell all your friends, get on YouTube or even Facebook if they want. You can catch us there. This way you are able to go in the live chat. So that goes for anybody on the audio, anybody on the replay, or even if you are here live, just let them know. If you want to get in on the chat, which is tons of fun, come on and subscribe to the YouTube channel, all right?
Gaetano says Lewis asked where Peter Scala is, and Gaetano says dorme. Gaetano knows him, Peter, and myself were up at what time this morning? Bullshitting in the Renaissance chat.
Were you guys?
Ralph, we were up at like 5:30 in the morning talking so much crap. Talking so much crap in the Renaissance chat.
Early bird special. We gotta do one day.
You got Principale. Is that how you say Principale? Principal Salazzo over here.
Right.
He had to wake up early, and then Scala was up, and then Karm was up, and then it was just a mess, man. A lot of us were yapping on the chat, you know, for a specific reason. I won't really talk about, but buy the shirt.
Smash that like button. Give us subscriptions. Like us, everybody. Anyway, we out of here. Until next time, Rafa, great show. Forza Napoli, everybody, guys. Thank you
Ciao for now.
for sticking around tonight for the late night.
Napoli sempre.
Ciao, guys.